For the life of me, I don't understand why the Department of Justice had it. I mean, how is this evidence of anything? It predated, first of all, it's 22 years ago, but it predated Jeffrey Epstein getting arrested and charged. There's nothing, at least what I can make out of the reporting, that anyone was doing anything wrong. They were just doing some dopey and, in some instances, a risque birthday message.
Yeah, risque birthday message. I think the public interest of all of this is there is this uproar we've heard from the public, particularly the right, about what relationship Epstein had with very powerful people that includes Donald Trump. And they want to get more information about what the Department of Justice actually has as part of the evidence. And when the Attorney General Pam Bondi said that when she got into office that she would be sharing a lot of this information, and then just last week we learned from the Trump administration that what they found was that there really wasn't any there. And so that caused some frustration from the public that is now, we've already seen in Congress how members of Congress are calling for even more of this evidence to be released.
But the irony of it is this. First of all, Trump is calling for the release of everything, too. It's not like Trump is trying to hide anything. But this evidence was in the custody of the Department of Justice under an earlier administration, the Biden administration, which was no friends of President Trump and went after him, at least there are a lot of lawsuits to him. You would think if there were a smoking gun there or something horrible of anything about Trump, that it would have gotten out before now.
And that's something that President Trump has said himself, that this is evidence that was in the Biden administration's hands as well. So if there was, like you said, some sort of smoking gun, you would expect that would have come out before. Right before I came here, the Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche asked for the grand jury, the judge, to consider releasing some of those. And as you know, that could be a lengthy process. That's going to require a lot to get some of that evidence out if it does come out, but they've already started the process to do that.
I'm a big fan of the Wall Street Journal. It does stick to the facts. It's good about that. So I've been a big fan of the Wall Street Journal. The Wall Street Journal put this below the fold. So it obviously did not think that there was, that this was some horrible, alarming thing. And it also doesn't accuse the president of any crime. It just simply reports that there's this letter in a book compilation, and the media has gone wild, and so have some people out there on this.
Well, I am very proud to work at the Wall Street Journal, and I was not part of this story, but I do think it's important for the public to know that when these stories are published, there's a lot that goes into them behind the scenes with legal review, with editors who comb over all of the information that they have available before anything is published.
Well, I'm not going to ask you even if you know the source of this, but it came out of the Department of Justice. And so odd that this would be something the Department of Justice would give to a news organization.
I honestly don't know anything about the origins of this, where my colleagues, first learned of the existence of this letter that allegedly has the president's name on it. We do know that the administration has now called for more evidence to be put forward to hopefully quell some of the concerns that we've heard from the public lately.
Any idea how long the Wall Street Journal had this?
I know that this is something that has been in the works for days, but beyond that, I don't know. And we also know that the president himself put out a Truth Social post that said that he had been in touch with people from the Journal about the story.
Well, for the life of me, I just do not understand why, there may be something that will come out later, why President Trump got upset about this, why this became such a huge news story, and it has. It doesn't seem to me anything was wrong about it. I mean, maybe a bunch of creepy letters, but even a lot of good letters in a birthday greeting.
I mean, I think there's a lot more that we need to learn from all of this, but we do know that the president was trying to encourage his own supporters to move on from this story. And I think with this new reporting from my colleagues, but also with the administration calling for more evidence to come out, I do think this is a story that we're going to be hearing about for quite some time.
People think news just happens. It doesn't. It happens because there's someone there to capture the moment, to explain it and share it. That's my job. I go where news breaks and give you the facts. Join me for The Record on Newsmax.